template is another concept very similar to layout, but it's the only difference that it has is that it doesn't preserve the state, unlike layout. So it can be useful whenever you want to take advantage of the layout, shared components concept, but you don't want to keep the state, and every time on every redirection and navigation, you want to render the entire page and reset the entire states. You can use and go with templates, and to do so, imagine I have a shopping page or route. I create a page here, .tsx, and now my shopping also might have a cart or checkout page. Let's call it cart, and then page.tsx inside cart. And now I want to have a separate, let's say, footer or header for this shopping page. And this is something that you can go also with layout, but I want to go with template to show how it works. And imagine in my scenario, I don't want to preserve the state, and I go with template. So the convention is to create a file called template.tsx. Also JSX or JS is fine. I go with tsx, export default function again, like before. Shopping template sounds good, and make sure that you are returning and rendering the children all the time, children, and I have to get it from the props. And by the way, it's good to know that the type of the props, this children prop should be of type React Node. So I can simply use the copilot that I have, and now you see that the children type is React Node, and I can extract it and rendering it here. So it's fine. Now I can go to the shopping page, and I can expect that I'm on the shopping. Let's go. First I have to run the project, npm run dev, and then I refresh. If I head into shopping, I get an error. Let me see. The default export is not a React component. It means that, yeah, I forgot to put something on my page, so I go and grab one of these. It's fine. I call it shopping page just to have more readable code. Shopping page, then all good. So as you can see, now it's rendered here. The template is rendered here, and the child of this template is the page itself. So, and the parent of the template, as you can see, is the main layout or the root layout. And to explain it in a more graphical way, I prepared this picture. So we have a layout and we have a page. Template goes and sits in between. If you have any template, it's going to be wrapped around the page. If you don't, that's fine. You can go with this, and your structure, your final structure would be like something like this. Without template. But if you have any template as a sibling or between the layout and the page, it doesn't matter, even at the one level up or at the root level, still is going to be rendered as a wrapper around the page. So I hope that you get the idea. And to summarize it, the difference between template and layout is that whenever you navigate through the pages from one page to another page, if you have some kind of states, it's not going to preserve. And also we can try it. Let's try, why not? If I render the header at this level, and if I don't render it here, we don't need it. Now I'm rendering the header at the shopping layout. As you can see, if I change the state and if I navigate through another page, actually I have to create a link before doing this. So let's go here, and instead of home, I want to head into cart / shopping cart. Shopping cart, and this can be shopping and cart. And then I have to create a page here. I have it. I call it cart page. And let's refresh. Okay, now if I increase the current state at the template level, and I'm on the shopping, I head into cart, and as you can see, it doesn't preserve the state and keep the state. I'm on the cart again, I head into shopping, and my state is going to be reset. And this is the way how templates work. And if there's any situation that you don't want to preserve the state, unlike layout, you can go and use the templates. I think it's a good place to explain something about the root layout. And if you take a look, the structure of the root layout consists of an HTML and body, and we don't see any head here, head tag, and it's kind of necessary for a standard page, right? But we cannot put just simply head here. It's not recommended because Next.js is taking care of it and it's generating the head for us. And to prove that, we can inspect, of course. Let me inspect the page. And if you take a look, you can see we already have the head here, and it consists of a lot of tags that we haven't created, but Next.js took care of them. And you cannot directly control the head and put the stuff, but there's an API, there's a method that you can go with that and modify the head and put some stuff that you would like. And to do so, we have a concept called metadata. You can export a constant. As you can see, we are exporting a constant called metadata, and this name is meaningful and should be exactly like this. And then it is of type of metadata, comes from the Next API itself, and it has a lot of properties. If I open it, if I open the autocomplete, you can see a lot of properties here in this object, and you can choose whatever you want, and most of the time it covers almost everything you require and you desire. And if there's not something that is not listed here, still there's another way that you can add metadata or some sort of key value stuff that you want to add. It also can be used, we are in the layout level, you can have the same concept at the page level. So let me grab this and move to a page. For instance, I'm on the cart or shopping, that's fine. I copy the same code, and let me import this metadata from Next, and then the title. I want to change the title of the page, which is a title tag in the head. The standard way, of course, of doing so, to put it here. So I export this metadata constant, and inside this I put the property of the title to something that I desire. For instance, I put shopping page, and as soon as I refresh the page, you can see now on the browser title, I can see the shopping title, and inside the source code, of course, if I head into the head, I can find the title somewhere. Yeah, here. You can see. So the way that we can somehow indirectly access to the head and modify and put some stuff is by using this metadata and populating its properties.